All right, and it looks like yeah, for some reason there it is. That was weird. The background wasn't popping up there. It was open and running, but not. So yeah, welcome everybody to the Weekly Echo, where we go over the games on the week, or at least the ones we decided to go over. And we are missing one here. Kavichi is currently MIA, and I'm not sure if he is going to join us. I don't believe he is, but we will see. But I am joined by Game and a
What's up?
Meatballer. What's up, guys?
Hello?
What up?
And yeah, it looks like so right now actually Meatballer is in Kavichi's place because Kavichi is not here. So I'm actually gonna change this up. We're gonna have Meatballer in that spot. That way we know that he is talking, and we're gonna drop Kavichi down to the bottom unless he decides to join us here. Uh, do that, and then we'll do some of this. Hopefully this changes. I don't know how the back end on this thing works, so we'll see. Don't like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, good enough. That is Game and Meatballer here, ready to play. And yeah, comms are open. So if you join the Discord and just hop into the live channel, the chat channel over on the left side there, anybody is welcome to join and talk about their teams. As we do have a dollar immediately
Or
dropping in here.
I
What's
was
up,
waiting
dollar?
for you to say that.
Yeah, it's yeah, we're
what's
doing it again. We're gonna start doing that pretty much every Sunday. I think. Seems to go well. And before we get started, anything to say on what happened this week? Anything that stuck out to you guys? Anything you want to soapbox about?
Uh, I feel like the week kind of went like the way I thought it was gonna go. I don't think there were any major upsets as far as I know.
dude, I'm
So
definitely getting like the lowest score here.
Yeah,
Like the match is
uh,
just the opposite from what I said.
I was surprised how I think it was the Kangas and Illuminati and then Orbit Kangarillas. It was a one goal difference. Of course, Kangarillas on their second round, it was ended up being 4 point difference due to but I was surprised by at least matches today how close they were in the second round. Also, there might be an occasional yelling in the background. That would be my dad's screen. So don't mind that. Yeah, there were some matches that were surprisingly close to going to a third round, but still just barely missed it.
Yeah, and I'm actually just realizing I don't have I didn't actually get my I missed one of these lists here, so I actually got to go in here and fix this before we can get to our first matchup here. Uh, yeah, there were a lot of games that maybe should have. Dollar, if you could go push the talk, buddy. Well, you're not talking because he's louder than you are. I don't know if you
Yeah,
if you.
let me figure out how to get.
But yeah, you just want to go push the talk. Otherwise, it's all good. But yeah, a lot of good matchups on the week. A lot of games that could have gone to three didn't, and a lot of games you thought might only go to two actually went to three. And also tonight we had a lot of really good games. As I'm just stalling, trying to pull up this list so I can get who is this? I'm trying to get in here. I've already forgotten. It's Palador Fan Club. I just it's only one little spot. I missed them in because it's gonna break the thing if I don't actually get them in here. So sorry about that. All right, okay. So now I just gotta select on the list again, and yeah. Game. How'd you feel about the week?
uh, I feel pretty good about it. I mean, today was a pretty exciting game for like the top tiers. We had 2 Kango matches and 2 Illuminati matches. Today was definitely a fun day to be watching the matches. But those games ended up going, I think, the way that I voted for. So not unexpected from my point of view. But today was
All
definitely the
right.
most exciting day.
Finally, we are rolling. Finally got this under control. All right, now, yeah, to our first matchup. Sorry about the delay there. So we got it is 18 and under versus a Palador Fan Club. And in this matchup, it was taken by Palador Fan Club in two. Around blue there. And let's see, you had every single one of you picking Palador Fan Club. Except it was let's see. Game with him in two, Meatballer with him in two, and Kavichi with him in three. So that's 1 and 2 points apiece there.
Dope.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this game or
According to
anything.
BRML, it wasn't casted.
Oh, it wasn't casted. Okay.
It was not casted. It was in between two other matches.
Mm.
Yeah, there
Or
were a
actually
handful
three.
of
That was at a
games this
time where
week
there
that
were
didn't
three
get casted.
matches.
So, all right, so that yeah explains why nobody has anything to say about that one. So, catching myself off guard, we're going to be very quickly
Good
moving
job,
to
team.
Reboot versus Boosty Boys. And this one was taken by Boosty Boys. This is the last game on the week, one we just came out of. Boosty Boys did take this one in two, and every single one of you picking Boosty Boys in two. So that's 2 points to everybody involved. That one did just happen. I don't know. And we got White Fox is here as well as Aldo and some of the Boosty Boys. What's going on, guys?
Hey there.
How do you feel about the game?
I think it actually worked out really well. I had some tech issues and ended up crashing out for about 2 minutes after using a tech restart already. But the team came through. They were able to carry on during that, and then me and Steph had been working on some of our aggressive defense and just transitioning into offense and helping more forward, and we did really good. And that hard work definitely.
Definitely. And as well as Dragon King and I, we focused more on being more boosties since we had all that crap about not being boosty. So
Yeah, definitely saw a lot of teamwork between White Fox and Dragon King in particular. I was kind of I was in and out of it. I was doing something else while you guys were playing. I think I was actually prepping for this. But yeah, I kept hearing Palador talk about White Fox and Dragon King bringing it into the goal. So it sounded like it went well.
yeah, a lot of good cuts.
But yeah, so it was a good win for the Boosty Boys there as White Fox and Alduin hop in here. Anything else you guys want to say about this before we cut to the next matchup here?
GG reboot. It was a fun game.
It was a very fun game. Well, and I think the roster change may bring them more success as well.
All right, good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for dropping in. You're more than welcome to hang out. You don't have to leave. Just because we're moving on. We are moving on now, though, to Galaxy versus Mirage. This was Galaxy in two, and everybody picking Mirage in two. And I think that's Galaxy, that team that was losing. They went 0-15, and then they went 2-0 after that. This is one of those. So yeah, everybody with Mirage in two there. Nobody picking that one right. I don't know if anybody was this one cast.
It was cast by Palador.
Anybody remember it? Anybody actually catch this one?
How much should
That you cut out.
they win by?
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but that's pretty surprising. I mean,
Galaxy
considering
versus Mirage, it was 23-9 as the finals.
Oh my god.
3-9.
14-5 first round, 9-4 the second.
maybe they're getting their stuff together then, because I know they started off really rough. Maybe they're starting to get their stuff going.
They're starting to get better. Pretty sure it was cut, but we went against them this week. The first round was tough. From the second round, when they were able to gather themselves up a bit more, they were doing good with passing and clears. They definitely are a lot better. We went against them, I think, at the beginning of the season, and this was our second time going against them in the match. And they have by far improved since the beginning of the season. They're doing so much better now with passing and boosting and just everything. So the score of the second round was a lot closer because they're finally able to start doing some stuff and ended up being a close second round. So they're definitely getting up there and starting to do better.
Oh, that's good. Good stuff. Glad to hear it because yeah, Galaxy. It took them a while to finally get in the swing of things, and glad to see them actually starting to pick up some wins here. As Late Toast hops in. What's up, Late Toast?
Alright, I'm just sitting in here.
Hello.
Put you on the spot there. All right, so we'll push on now to the next matchup. This is going to be Deception versus Invictus. Deception did take this one in two here, as I forget which buttons I'm supposed to press. There we go. Deception in two. And let's see, Game with Deception in 3, Kavichi with Deception in 2, and yeah, I believe it was Meatballer with Deception in 3.
Yep. Kavichi knew what was going on.
Hey, we all still chose you though. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
were those games close?
Let me check. I think so. I'm not sure. It was it was 13-4 the first round, 15-5 the second. So not entirely,
Mm. All right,
but
that's interesting then.
it was definitely a fun game.
Good win. That was
It
good.
just we had a lot of fun with it. Even after the match, we were all laughing and just having some fun. Princess and I are doing a stun war at the moment, so we had some fun with that, and it was just really good. Everyone was doing well, and we just ended up doing a bit better, and don't really have much to say for it other than it went well. And
Good stuff.
I think we as Deception are finally over our was it I think 3 or 4 game losses in a row.
Mhm.
I think we finally found the click and are finally starting to get back to where we were.
That's
I know,
good. That's good.
especially Mozzie. I've been like he's been improving so much. Like just in I think I just played with private with him like 2 nights ago. And it's been a while since I played my last private with him, and like it was great to see all the improvement that he had just as an individual player. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot better. We had taken a small break to why our games were near the weekends to give time because of all the losses and just dealing with all of that. And that break seemed to have helped all of us, especially Mozzie is doing a lot better today. We also had a scrim today, and he was doing great in that too. And we're finally starting to get over the stuff. We just needed a small break from the game to just figure stuff out.
Mm.
And that seemed to have worked good for us.
Makes sense. That's good. Yeah, because it's hard to when you get into a rut. Some teams, some players can sometimes have some trouble getting out of those ruts. But we will. Yeah, so good that Deception was able to push out from that, get a 2-0 victory against Invictus here, and we will use that now to push on to this next matchup. It's going to be Planet Express versus There Is No Team, which There Is No Team did take this one in 2, and that was the prediction of everybody on the panel. So that's going to be 2 points apiece to everybody. Yeah, I don't know if I'm fairly certain I saw this game. I think I had it on while I was doing something else though, so I might have not been paying that close of attention to it.
I didn't really watch the game, but I just want to say Planet Express, they are definitely going to be an interesting team to watch. We scrimmed them before this. I think it was before this match. They had good passing. They were doing some cuts. They were doing back passes. Even in the match, they were doing all of that. Like they were doing some stuff that you might not exactly recognize someone who's new to competitive being able to do so well. And I think it was cross check. I think he had around 8 saves. We had a scrim going, and it was a Rock Tour single shot. Myself and one other who I can't remember. I think Jason maybe. See Jason, but we were actually really surprised by how they were doing. They're definitely going to be a fun team to watch.
That's good because yeah, I only know Lols are the best. I've seen him around in the Discord and in the Twitch chats and all that. But other than that, I don't really know these players all that well. I'm sure I've come across them periodically. But you know, there's so many players now. It's hard to keep track of all the new names that are floating around. So yeah, I'm excited to see what these guys can do moving into the future.
If I can say a quick word on them as well, I'd actually been helping coach them a little bit, just kind of into the transition of moving into VRML as I made the transition recently. Um, and I got to sub in a mixed scrim they had going. Or, no, I think it was a full scrim one night against Catalyst a week or two ago. And some of their play ability, the player skill, isn't necessarily there. It's definitely getting better, and I think they can definitely improve it. But their communication and teamwork was on point and was really, really good overall.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I was gonna say something similar to Kev, where basically they do not seem like a new team because maybe their individual skill is not as good as it could be, but like in terms of a new team, their teamwork is great. Yeah, I'm currently their like coach too, so just watching them, the amount of growth they've had in just 2 weeks is like amazing.
And just for clarity, that was Alduin. Alduin currently sitting in the Kavichi spot on the overlay there, since Kavichi is not here with us tonight. Just because Alduin has the A in the name, so he's sitting up at the top underneath Meatballer, which puts him in that Kavichi space there where Dollar was a moment ago, until Alduin popped in. But that's why we have the second. That's why in the overlay you'll see on the right side next to the chat, a different list is popping up there. That's the people actually talking with their Discord names next to them. That way it's easier to see who's actually talking. On the left side just maintains as kind of a scoreboard. Yeah. So so a lot of good words to be said about Planet Express here, which is good to hear. And yeah, just clarify, we are talking about Planet Express. I did hit that button a little bit too early and push us to that next matchup, but they were talking about Planet Express there. But we will now move on to that next matchup, and that was Chaos versus Boosty Boys. And I see White Fox left before he had an answer for this one, as Chaos did take this one in 3. He's leaving Alduin here to answer for his team. For this one here. Now, Chaos, though, a team that's been around for a little while, players that have been around for quite a while, and have been making a lot of progress here in Season 1. Not an easy team to play for a lot of other teams. And so, yeah, I don't know if how well you remember this one. Well, actually, before I get to that, let's see, Chaos. So let's see, Game picking Chaos in 2. Meatballer picking Chaos in 2. And Kavichi picking Boosty Boys in 3. So that's 1 point apiece to Game and Meatballer. But Alduin, I don't know how well you remember the game here.
Yeah, I can talk on it for a minute. So we came into this. We knew it was going to be a pretty hard game. Chaos has been around for a while. They have good teamwork, communication, and they picked up Mamba recently, who seems to be doing really good. I know he used to be a sub on Infinite.
Yeah.
But so we came in. We knew it was going to be a really hard game. I think we played really well. There were some issues and things that we needed to work on as a team. And I think since that match, we've really been able to focus on those and we've gotten a lot better. And I would love to have a rematch with them someday because I think it could be really close.
All right. And I don't think I want to say, I think it's another one that I had on, but wasn't paying too much attention to. I do that a lot where I'll put the games on when there's like a block of them, and I kind of start doing other things. Sometimes get a little distracted, but I'm sure I'm not alone in that. But I'm sure it was a good game. Love seeing Boosty Boys play, and love seeing how far Chaos has come since their preseason troubles, where they couldn't keep a roster together. They've been running with this one for the whole season here, and so yeah, glad to see them actually making some headway here. But we will push on now to the next matchup. That was 6 Foot Over versus Chaos. 6 Foot Over did take this one in 2. Hit that button there, and then let's see. So we had a game with 6 foot and 2. Everyone, no. So game was 6 foot and 2. Kavichi was 6 foot and 3, and Meatballer picking Chaos in 2.
Yeah, I think Chaos isn't doing as well with Chaos, or Mamba isn't doing as well with Chaos as I thought he would be, so I messed up a little bit on my vote.
Mamba.
Yeah,
Definitely a good player, and I think it's. I don't think I saw this one. Was this one cast, or was this one that maybe got skipped?
I thought it was casted. I don't know.
Hold on a second. Let me check. What is it? 6 foot over versus
Chaos.
6 foot over versus Chaos. It was casted by Caption and Palador. Score 39. Yeah.
Okay,
39
so
or what?
30 to 9.
30 to 9.
30 to 9.
Damn.
and then put over into casted by Palador and Caption, but Palador's not here.
So 6 foot over, winning that one convincingly into, it sounds like. All right, so we'll go ahead and push on to the next matchup here. It's going to be Nay plus Ultra versus Skull Crusaders. This one, the UI not resetting there. This was Nay plus Ultra did take this into, so the UI is incidentally correct, as I think I might have had a disconnect here with Updeck. Does happen occasionally. I will force the reconnect so we can get that working on the screen here. But yeah, Nay plus Ultra taking that one in 2. Game picking Nay plus. Let's see, everyone picking Nay plus Ultra. Game and Kavichi picking them in 3. Meatball are picking them in 2, so Meatball are going to come over with 2 points here.
Yes.
And I will get that updated on the UI once I can get this thing working again. There we go. Getting that one in. And yeah, A plus. Yeah, I gotta figure out a better way. Oh, my notes. Go ahead.
While you're figuring that out, I'll talk about it. So, this one, Nay plus Ultra did really well. They are playing with B-Love, who they just picked up, so maybe not much chemistry there yet, but they did really well with him. And they actually had Chocolate in there as well, because Chocolate's trying out for a few teams. And they actually had him try out for this match. So they didn't have Solid Shot, their goalie. They had Chocolate in instead. And they played really well. Chocolate said he had made some mistakes, but he did they all just did really well, especially having two people who are, well, one who's new to the team and one who's just trying out. It went really well for them.
Yeah, and actually, I did catch this game. I do remember them playing with Chocolate. And in fact, we scrimmed Nova. We scrimmed Nay plus Ultra with Chocolate, and he plays really well with them. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they were able to get this victory over Skull Crusaders with that lineup. Definitely a really solid lineup there. Is somebody else? Go ahead. Oh, okay, I thought somebody was trying to cut in there. All right.
No, I think it was just they played really well, and hopefully, seems like Belov's a good addition to the team. They just picked him up, so, but they seem to be.
Is Zuck still on the roster?
Zux
Nope.
is. I think Zux is no longer on the roster.
He's not, but he's not gone forever. It's just a temporary thing. As far
Yeah,
as I
he had
understand
some
it.
tech problems.
Yeah.
I know that, but I was wondering if like he's just done with Ultra, like after he gets his tech stuff resolved.
No,
If
No,
anyone
I
knows
think
when
the
he's coming
intent
back
is
he'll
for
be
him to
coming
come
back
back.
after that. Yeah, he'll
Okay,
be
okay.
coming back after that. But for now, at least, he's not sure how long he'll be gone, so he's took
Mhm.
himself off the roster for now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so we do expect him. We do well. We hope. We hopefully expect him to come back here. We'll go ahead and push on now to the next matchup, and this was I hit the button, and nothing happened. Oh no! Did it disconnect again? Son of a gun! Oh, we're going to momentarily. Yep, it did disconnect again. Oh my goodness! Updeck is
Here,
giving me a load of
if you want
trouble
to
here
say the
tonight.
next matchup, I'll look at how many
It is
rounds.
Space
and
Force
score.
versus Genesis.
You're
Space
Is it
Force
actually?
missing
versus
There we
it.
Genesis.
go.
Okay, I got it.
And it was Genesis into.
Yep, Genesis in 2, casted by Andy Caption and Palador's cameraman. It looks like 4-31. So it was a decisive win for Genesis in 2.
And everybody on the panel picking Genesis and 2, so that's 2 points apiece to everybody. As still a close game on the panel's calls here. Game in the lead, but only barely, as everybody can see there. And yeah, this one I'm confident I didn't see this one, but I remember I was moderately surprised by the outcome, just because who is on Space Force, some players who have been around for a while, and versus Genesis players who, I mean, it's not like Genesis they haven't been around for a while. They have been, but not quite as long as the guys on Space Force. But I guess just being together as a team for longer, really, kind of pays its dues, doesn't it? But yeah, so now I'm trying to get us moved on to we're gonna be moving on to Wireless Jacks versus Guinness, but because I got held up there. Now anybody just joining in the chat there, the voice comms are open at the moment, so you're more than welcome to join in and take part in the discussion or talk about your game if and when we get to it, if we have not covered it already. And yeah, so pushing on now. All right, there we go. Wireless Jacks versus
Well, Brian.
Guinness. What up, Ryan Rhino? Yeah, Jax took this one in two over Guinness here. And let's see what the panel picked. Let's see, game with Guinness in three. Kavichi with, wrong game. Everybody with Guinness in three, in fact. So that's going to be no points to anybody here. So maybe a bit of a surprise here. Wireless Jacks getting this victory and getting it into. Guinness, the
they
team has
did.
gotten a lot stronger over as the season's gone on.
Yeah, they did good to that. This week, Wireless Jacks really popped off in their matches and just did really well in them. And I didn't watch this match. I'm pretty sure it was casted, but I did not watch this match. I talked, I think, with it was Jolly or Supreme a little bit. They said they were slightly less motivated because of the scrim that they had beforehand. It didn't end up turning out to be a very good idea, but not needless to say, Jack still did really good, and I'm I wouldn't be surprised if this went for Wireless Jacks or Guinness either way in 2-0 for however it went, because they're both good teams. Wireless Jacks just did really good this week, and hopefully that will continue on for future weeks.
I think
Akami, you better say it is.
I think Wireless has just been picking it up like really well because I after our match against Wireless back when Nebula was still a thing, we were talking and he was like, yeah, I really want to me and Gilligan were talking and he was like, yeah, I really want to pick it up and kind of just I think they did pick it up and they started to do really good.
The
Jack's
Alchemy in
actually,
chat as well. If anybody wants to throw anything his way there.
I was gonna say they're actually pretty high up now, aren't they? They're like
Yeah, I think they're
near
11.
gold
No,
now,
not 11
right?
though.
Hold on, let me check the stats I have here.
Yeah, they're above.
They're
They're
11.
above Milk and
Yeah,
Legends,
they're
which are
11.
both gold teams.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, no, they're
that's
11
interesting.
at
Yeah,
1210
they'll probably end
MMR.
up gold after this week, I think.
That's pretty interesting.
They're gonna
That's
get
good to
tough
see.
matches, I bet though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're gonna get
But
their
with how they've
proving
been
matches.
doing, I think, yeah, with how they've
Hopefully
been
they
doing,
reach
I
gold.
think they'll be able to handle it. Akami, you better agree with me that you'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, Alchemy, I think it just resets a bit um after like after the end of the week, right? Doesn't it reset like the
I think
gold and
it
silver
tends
teams?
to flesh out at the end of the week, and then yeah, it gets mixed up during the week. So maybe
Yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
think
see
it-
it change tomorrow.
It
Maybe.
might
I think it has
wait
to.
until after they do some of their matches to decide whether they should actually be in gold or not. I think there's a
Sure.
small waiting period of just you have to at least go through one or both of your matches for the week, and then afterwards it will decide whether you should actually be in that ranking or not.
I think it has to do with like submitting the scores. So like I'm pretty sure if they win if they win or lose their next match, so say they win, as soon as they input the results, they should go up to gold. But if they lose and they're still above Milk or Legends, I'm pretty sure they'll stay in gold as soon as they'll reach gold as soon as they put in the results. So I think it has to do with like submitting the results on some games that happen.
Yeah, 'cause like Skull Crusaders is up at 16th in the middle of the silver, but they're marked as bronze. So it might just be a kind of waiting period where you have to wait until the next match goes in for it to decide where you should be and wait for either an MMR drop or for you to win and be put in your place in gold or whatever place you're going into.
And in chat, the Alchemy saying he agrees with Zenith. Zenith saying way too many gold teams, and I agree with both of them. There definitely are way too many gold teams, at least in the NA side of things. But yeah, we will go ahead and push on now. Excuse me, to Ignite versus Nova, on which Ignite did take this one into
And if I
probably
remember,
convincing
this
fashion.
was not casted.
No, it was not.
Should have been.
So let's see. Game with Ignite in three. So the game's going to pick up a point. Kavichi with Nova in 3, so Kavichi's going to get no points. And Meatballer with Ignite in 2, so Meatballer is going to get 2 points.
So Dimwee, this one will all be you because it wasn't casted. So
yeah, it's just another game that Nova may or may not have thrown there. And yeah, we did not play as well as you might hope we would. Ignite played very, very strongly. They're not the same team they were in that week 1 when we did pull out that victory over them. And I would say we're not the same team we were in that first week either. And yeah, it's gonna be a sad week this week, and we will revisit this in a week. And I just put the wrong games in for the next one here. The next one we're gonna be moving to is Milk versus Spaghetti. If I can learn how to work my contraption here. Question on. There we go. Milk versus Spaghetti, and let's see. Spaghetti did take this one in 3. That button there, and then there was also a mercy bet. Meatballer calling a mercy here.
Meatball.
It was a meme, bro.
And there was no mercy, so Meatballer will be losing a point there as well.
In fact, the actual the score for total for all 3 rounds was 29-29. The same differential between all 3
Easy
rounds.
clap, dude. Not even close.
So 3-point difference in the 3rd round. So 1 goal for the win in the 3rd round. Meatball?
Me got a little too cocky.
That was a meme, bro. I definitely didn't think we were gonna mercy them, but I also wasn't expecting it to be that close. I don't know. I feel like we should have won by a lot more. It was just so like the comments were kind of bad. Is what I think it was. I don't really have a lot to say about that. They played really well. Their passing was amazing, especially since like Jason, Graham, and Callan have been playing together for a while.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Yeah, and also make sure to change the milk squad right now. Azon's no longer on it, so change that.
Yeah, change that spaghetti squad too, dude.
Yeah, put him on to. Oh wait, you have him on spaghetti. You just.
Oh, okay, so I did update Spaghetti. I failed to remove him from Milk, although I do remember going over Milk and seeing they only had 3 members, unless that was
they
somebody
only
else.
have 3 now. Right after the match, Azon left and then joined Spaghetti.
Yeah, so I thought I updated that. I guess I missed it there.
Azon bandwagon.
Ooh. We'll go ahead and push on now to the next matchup. That one was Instinct versus Milk. And Instinct did take this one in 2. Let's see, and the panel picking, let's see, everyone picking Instinct except Meatball, the odd man out, with Instinct in 2. Everyone else with Instinct in 3. So that's going to be 2 points to Meatballer and 1 point apiece to Kavichi in game. And I don't know if I caught this one. I want to say I did, but I don't remember it.
I don't know if this one streamed.
This one was streamed.
So. It was probably me, wasn't it?
What is it? It's
Orbit and Milk, or Instinct and Milk.
Instinct and Milk. It was casted by Andy Palador, 32-10. So it was a decisive win, and I didn't watch it. Did anyone?
No, I didn't watch it.
Otherwise, go teams, go Instinct, cruising. You really need to find a solution to your internet problem.
Nah, it's helping him out. The pump fakes are crazy.
All those saves with, I think he had a headbutt earlier today, and a headbutt save with a super high ping. So whatever's going on cruising, use it, I guess.
All right, so push on now to the next matchup. This is going to be Orbit versus Legends, and Orbit did take this one in 2. And we had everybody picking Orbit in 2. In fact, so 2 points apiece to everybody. Yeah. Another one I don't remember.
Again, Palador casted it. This one, the second round was a difference of 2 points. So it was a really close one close to getting a third round. Did anybody watch it? Zenith, you want to get in here?
Yeah, I feel like there were a lot of because of how things have been working out with the quarantine and everything. A lot of games are happening during the week, so usually I would only miss a handful of them because when Nova's playing, I tend not to pay attention to the outside world, and so a lot of those games I miss, and then I'll catch a whole bunch of them over the weekend, so the whole bunch I can reference. But because everything has been all the games have been so evenly spaced out throughout the week since all this has been going on, I think there's a lot more that I miss than I typically do. That's why I don't really have a whole lot to say about a lot of the games we're touching on. But I don't know. The next one I'm sure some people watch because this was Infinite versus Legends. Infinite did take this one in two. And panel picking, let's see, everyone on the panel picking Infinite in two. So 2 points apiece to everybody there. And I don't recall this one.
You casted it.
Wow. What was the score?
38-9.
Was it Friday?
It was Friday at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern.
Huh.
I'm not sure I watched or I think I saw bits and pieces of this one. Just Infinite was doing good. Don't really have much to say.
Yeah, I casted it. I remember signing up for it. I remember doing it. But yeah, I don't remember the game all that well. Obviously it sounds like Infinite kind of handed it to Legends there. I don't know if that comes as a surprise to anybody just who Infinite is. And yeah, so I guess I'll start pushing us on to the next one, although I wasn't quite ready for it. As I did see Lulz are the best. I said I guess I'm a little late for your match. You are a little bit late for
I
that
think
one
your
there.
match is one of the first ones, actually. I don't remember who it was against. You versus Tint. That was the one that was covered.
So
And we had a lot good to say about that. So once this is over, go back, watch it, listen.
we'll push on to the next one here. Flair versus Spaghetti, in which Flair did take this one in two, and there was a mercy bet from Game. Game picking a mercy bet here, and there was a mercy, so Game is going to pick up that extra point there. And otherwise, we've got Game and Kavichi picking Flair in two, and Meatball are picking
here.
Spaghetti in three.
I can't not pick my team.
So Game and Meatball, go at it.
Pretty much everything I said at the beginning of the week.
Oh my god, you're
came true.
toxic, bro.
No, I'm messing. It was fun. I didn't think we were actually gonna get the mercy. Seemed like you guys were a little bit rattled on like just offensive plays, like just like missing off the first.
At me, bro.
Yeah, like missing the first pass right off the bat was really like throwing you guys off, just allowing us to like put in threes. So I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
I feel like it definitely shouldn't have been a mercy towards us. Like even we didn't think you guys were mercy. I was like, okay, it won't be very close. This is what I was thinking. I was like, all right, Flair will win, blah blah blah, but it probably won't be a mercy. But then like our comps are just so shite that game, dude. It was really bad.
Wait, so you did think we would win? Why'd you vote for Spaghetti then?
Well, I thought it'd kind of be rude if I didn't pick my own team.
Hey, for your information, when I was doing this, I voted for my team, but I put the connoisseur vote on the other team.
Wow, toxic.
Also, Chrome in here saying to take 3 points away from Game because he was yelling, get the mercy, pass it to me.
What the yo?
I was not yelling that.
That's not cool, bro.
There's actually no proof though. That's the thing.
Alright. Whatever, dude. He definitely was hyped after he got that mercy. I mean, he didn't say anything, but he definitely was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna win the
All right, so anybody who's just joining, in the chat there. If you join the Discord, you can join the call. The voice channel is currently live as we approach the end of the cast here. We still have a few games to go, so there's still more time to hop in, and we will go ahead and I'll use that to move on to our next matchup. Maybe if there we go, Updeck's just being a little late there on that one. Illuminati versus Instinct, and this is the one we saw tonight. I do believe, and Illuminati did take this one in two. I know I watched it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I casted it. Although I think that was the one I casted
yes,
with.
you did. You casted with
um,
Caption
with
and
Caption.
Paladin as cameraman.
Let's see, and everybody picking Illuminati in this one except let's see, Kavichi picking Illuminati in 3. Everyone else with Illuminati in 2. And that's 2 points apiece to game, and Meatball are 1 point to Kavichi there. And yeah, Illuminati did what they do. They controlled this game. Really took it to Instinct. Instinct put up a good fight. They showed a lot of good looks. But yeah, Cruisin had his internet issues. He had his ping.
Yeah.
Kept trying to reset that one.
At the very beginning, when they tried to, I think it was a back pass back, and they were both scrambling for it because there were a few times where like Cruisin would clear it, and you would see the disc kind of just jittering across suddenly. Again, Cruisin, you might want to get that looked at. And Illuminati had some stuff to wanted to make sure they got one win because well, their match afterwards they didn't, but or their match beforehand they didn't, so they wanted at least one win, and they got that.
Yes, they did, and like I said, they did do it in a rather convincing fashion. Instinct, the team that has pushed their way up into that gold tier, they did it quickly and convincingly, and just trying to prove their place there. And but Illuminati is one of those teams. They're just that good. But Instinct definitely worthy of being where they are in the rankings. So we will move on now to Orbit versus Kang. Another game that happened tonight. Kang did take this one in 2. And although I do think I feel like round 2 was a lot closer than round 1.
It was a 1 goal difference. There was 3 for or actually it wouldn't make much difference. Congratulations to King Gorillas, especially I think it was round 2. They had lost leverage, I think it was. He had crashed or something like that.
It was mad, I think.
Oh, Matt. It was Matt or Leverage, one of the two. I think they both crashed at some point today. One of the two crashed, and they still went 3 versus 4 and managed to score 3. And they just did really good. Leverage had some surprising saves, and it was mentioned with the cast. He's not necessarily their goalie, but he still did good with it. And second round, they seemed to struggle a bit more, and Orbit took advantage of that. But yeah.
Yeah, it was an exciting game. I mean, Orbit did put up, particularly in that second round, they put up a big fight to try to push that to a third round. They just weren't able to get there. I don't know if it sounded like I might have interrupted somebody if somebody was trying to say something else there. No? All right, so we'll go ahead and push on into this next matchup as we near the final. We have 2 more after this one. This one did also take place today. That was Kang versus Illuminati. Kang did take this one in 2. After these 2 teams did meet 2 times prior during the season, each one taking each one taking a game there. So Kang now 2-1 against Illuminati on the season in their 3 matchups. Kang, yeah, taking this one rather convincingly, but low scoring generally, and a lot of disruptions, a lot of back and forth,
And
a lot of up and down.
the second round was a 1 point difference, and it would have gone round 3, but there was a missed 2 pointer, and that ended up costing Illuminati the win. And I don't know who it was, but at the end of that match, I heard someone scream very loud. I'm not sure who it
I think
was,
it was
but
Ender.
I think it was Ender. I know
He's
for a
pissed.
fact he was not happy. He might have been the one to start screaming after the match.
Although it was, I mean, that is Kang. Strem does have a tendency to just yell periodically.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of
So it was either Strim or Ender, one of them yelled. But no, the first round was not as close, but the second round Illuminati definitely did better. And again, it was all down to a single shot that had missed that would have led it into round 3. So it was close for second round at least. And good job, team. Go team.
All right, so yeah, definitely an exciting matchup. Definitely one of the most exciting ones on the week. So we'll push on now to our penultimate matchup of the week, and that was Flair versus Joker. And this one, Joker did take us in two. Joker continuing on with that shutout streak. Let's see, game picking Flair in two, or excuse me, Flair in three, and then Kavichi and Meatball are both picking points here with Joker in two. And yeah, game. I don't know if you have anything you want to say about that one.
I know we were trying out a kind of a new play style. That's not so centered around me on ceiling because people were starting to figure that out, and it just didn't go as well as we had hoped against Joker. I don't know. They're a really good team. Definitely the hardest team we've faced so far, in my opinion, at least. So, yeah. I mean, I said at the beginning of the week, I said I could very easily see him sweeping us, but I put the vote on my team because I had to give myself an incentive to want to win, besides for just the MMR.
All right, dude.
Ryan is here in the voice comms. I don't know if
Ryan.
Ryan has anything he wants to say about it.
Listen, destroy
I
him.
mean, it was a good game, but I think we just played better.
Yeah.
End of the day.
Ryan,
Kinda clamped
being
them up.
humble here.
Just
I mean, I think my
remember,
defense was
talk
just on
shit.
point. They're trying to shoot too many threes, and easy. It's not much. It was a good game though.
Mhm.
Jay had a lot of crashes. I don't know. There's something wrong with his system.
Skinny, get skinny in.
Yeah, Skinny played the infinite game, but Jay just like was literally playing with his hands in front of him like the whole entire time. Like he didn't even move. It's pretty funny.
You should probably fix that.
Yeah.
So we will push on to that Infinite versus Joker game, our last matchup on the week. Another one that Joker took into Shutout Kings, being the Shutout Kings, doing Shutout King things
Oh yeah.
in a game. Picking Joker in two, Meatballer with Joker in three, and Kavichi with Joker in two. And so that's going to be 2 points to game, 2 points to Kavichi, 1 point to Meatballer. And oh no,
It's a 3-way tie.
Oh, come
Oh
on.
my god.
This is stupid.
that is
If
unreal.
I
Three-way
put my bet on
tie.
spaghetti or whatever
Wow.
instead of spaghetti, I would have won, dude. God damn it.
Wow. I didn't think that.
And I stopped. I mean, I didn't even set us up with the tiebreaker this week.
What's the normal tiebreaker?
Usually, I have everybody just pick a matchup from one of the ones we cut, and just pick a random one. Everybody picks their own, and just pick something.
I don't
and,
think you did that last week either.
I don't know.
Yeah, 1v1 in the arena for the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll win. Easy, dude. Game bad.
Wow.
even
We
here.
should bring
Yeah.
out Kavichi.
Yeah, Kavici's
Yeah,
here.
can't even hear it.
Kavichi
It's
will clap us both up,
1v1v1.
dude.
Oh, that's right, actually. He was the same.
Let's
See,
just
what
get
can
a
we do
third
here?
goal in real quick. Let's just get a third goal into the arena real quick in the middle. That
I
could be
just want
Kavici's
to
goal.
I just want to say for personal reasons, Meatball URL.
Shut up, dude. Dude, rap battle
Okay.
for the win.
Wait, so is
Uh,
this just ending in a 3-way tie? There's no way.
That can't
There's got to be
happen, bro.
something.
I'm thinking I might go back through it because I feel like I might have missed some points on game.
Hold on. I
Uh,
don't think so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was
No,
actually
it
thinking
seems
afterwards.
like
I want to go back
seems
through
like
it and
everything
audit.
would be right. I mean, I'm not seeing any discrepancies here, but I could somehow be missing something. Also, it might be because of the Meatball. You would have been in the lead if you didn't put that mercy bet down.
If I wasn't so cocky, I would have won.
It's also because I have them noted as like in order in my notes. It's game, then Kavichi, then Meatballer, because that's the order they were in. But then because I swapped them on the scoreboard, I might have confused a couple there. Because it's game,
Uh-oh.
Meatballer, Kavichi. That's what I mean. After we go off here, I'm gonna go back through and double check. I'm gonna do a full
Nervous.
audit to make sure this is an actual three-way tie before we submit it as a three-way tie. Because I don't know what. Could anybody come up with any sort of? Anybody got any ideas for a quick on-the-spot tiebreaker?
Rock paper scissors.
Nah.
Hmm.
Use the
You're
blackjack.
crazy. There's
game
too much on
next
the line
server.
for rock, paper, scissors.
I pick a random number, DM it to Dimwee, and whoever gets the closest
Random
Oh, that's
number.
good.
gets it.
I think I'm gonna go with the audit because I guarantee you I messed
how about-
something
how
up
about-
along the way here.
Just in case, a number between 1 and 28, because 28 points for all of you, and I'll DM a number to Dimwee real quick, and
I don't know if I
Yeah.
like the idea of settling this on a pick a number.
no,
This
we
must
should.
not be luck. This
I
has
think,
to be
yeah, I would
skill.
rather go with a three-way tie than go with pick a random number. So yeah,
If
so
we
that's
were
what
doing
we're
that, I
gonna.
would choose 15.
That's what we're gonna do for now. We're gonna just call it a three-way tie, and I'm gonna go back and audit because I guarantee you I screwed something up and somebody's actually a winner here. If not,
Chrome
I'm gonna
had
be
an
blown
idea.
away. Chrome's
You play a
idea.
game of pig in the arena. Whoever
Tiebreaker,
wins
who
wins.
got the most matches right? So it's not a matter of the number of rounds, but the number of teams that they got right.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Because
Okay,
because
only-
there's
that's
the
good.
All right,
two
so
and
all right, when I do
one.
my audit, if it comes down to an actual three-way tie or a two-way tie, that's how I'll decide it. Is who got the
Only
most
game
matches
wins if
correct?
that's-
If there's still a tie after that, then
Then yeah,
This game is
then
rigged.
it's just a tie. We're just
then
gonna
it
have
goes to game for getting the correct mercy bet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the way.
That's
I
actually
think
not
we
a
should
bad
do
one.
that right now.
I say
If
play a
it
game of
comes
pig
down to
in the arena.
if it comes down to another tie, then it should go game because he got the correct mercy bet, Kavichi because he didn't put a mercy bet, and then Meatball just because
He lost
Ah,
his
come
mercy
on.
bet.
Because he got his mercy
because,
bet wrong.
because he got really cocky and put a mercy bet down.
Dude,
that was very
let's play a
chance.
game of horse for the tiebreaker. Easy though, dude. Let's go.
I don't know. You're going up against game, man. I mean,
I don't care. Game's trash.
Yeah,
dude.
meatballer. Yeah,
Hey,
meatballer.
I saw him shooting
Shade.
Shabinski's scream yesterday, and he was missing all of his mail slots. I don't want to hear it.
It's because I.
He hit this shit. No, you're trash. I don't want to hear it.
You're right. I am garbage. I'm garbage.
I'm
That's
sorry,
why we
it's not
mercied
true at
you.
all, Game. You're so good.
I'm joking.
This
I'm
is why you
joking.
have. This is why you have fan service.
so all right, so yeah, so right now we are gonna end this one on a tie. Although I don't anticipate that it's gonna stay that way. I will update that one sometime tonight. It's probably gonna be very, very late, so don't look up for that one. Don't stay up for it. You'll see it there when you get up in the
I'm
morning.
West Coast.
But I will go back through and audit and make sure I got everything correct there. And so yeah, we will end for the first time on a three-way tie on the Weekly Echo here with Game, Kavichi, and Meatball. Although Kavichi not with us tonight, filling in for him effectively for the most part. Dollar here, Dollar Ranger. So thank you, Dollar, for contributing tonight. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Round of applause to Game, Meatballer, and not Kavichi. And Ryan's still in the chat here with us.
Ryan,
And yeah, we will be back tomorrow night with the Forward Echo with a new panel and a whole new game, a whole new reset, a whole new everything. So yeah, join us again there. This will be uploaded to YouTube. Make sure if you are watching this on YouTube, although you're probably not watching this particular segment, you probably already ended the video if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you haven't, like and subscribe because that's what the cool kids do. And yeah, so yeah, that was a game from Flair, Meatballer from Teaming on Spaghetti.
Wow.
And I have been Monsieur Dimwee of the Echo. And Nova, at least for now. And so yeah, thank you for joining us. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night.
Peace.